Alrighty, fellas. Good morning, good schmorning. How are we doing today? We got like two different little intros to do today, okay? We have a big one for the Iron Man account and a big one for the stream recap. What do we want first? Check and decide. Do we want Iron Man or stream recap first? I feel like I might do Iron Man. I try to do a little throat clear to hopefully not jump scare people as much. Apologies. Iron Man, I feel like I'm doing Iron Man. I feel like I agree. I feel like I'm with you. Also, hi, good morning, dude. Ivy, what's up? Someone's actually just talking about Pokeyen syncs, and I like doing Iron Man first. I can talk about that as well. There is one big one that was forgotten in that discussion, and I think there's more, but I can't think of them off the top of my head. But let's go ahead and let's jump into it. Because it is a great question. One of the most important questions. Why do we care so much? Okay, I gotta shut up. We'll get into it. Okay. Alrighty, fellas. Let's get the perfect song on for this moment. I think this, oh my god. This is the most perfect moment for Phoenix I've ever seen in my entire life. Holy shit. Good morning, fellas. Today is a special day. Because I am standing at the same spot that I used to stand in every single day, every single morning for years on the main account. And I'm now at that exact same spot on the Iron Man. I used to start every stream, dude. Every stream at this darn spot, at this desk over in the Green City. And you know why I'm here? It's because it's the first gym, the first location to start our gym rerun. Today, we are doing the first ever gym rerun on an Iron Man account, on my Iron Man account, and I just can't wait. It's probably one of the first ones done in the world, you know? I can't wait. This is quite literally going to solve Pokeyen for us. It's going to make us at least minimum 200,000 Pokeyen a day, probably pushing 250 to 300k, especially as we get better and faster with it and more efficient with our route. I just can't wait. The first run's not going to be perfect, but I'm curious to see how it plays out. We're starting with 273,000 Pokeyen. That's very important. Keep track of that number. And I'm going to go through. We're going to be popping our amulet coin. That'll act as a natural timer, a 1-hour timer. And we're going to be rebattling as many fights as possible. We will have to heal after every single one, which will slow us down, but that's okay. We're not trying to be the best in the world here. We're just trying to make some really solid Pokeyen. Previously, the best Pokeyen I could make per hour was payday pickuping. And that was like 100k Pokeyen an hour, right? This is going to be like 300k an hour. This is going to make me like 3 times the money. 3 times the money in the same amount of time as payday pickuping. It's going to be insane. So I'm excited for that. And then you might have noticed, look at the top left-hand corner. Boys, girls, lads, people of royalty. I can't believe it's already here. It's been 1 day. I haven't looked at it yet. I just looked at it. I just looked at it for the first time with you guys. It's been 1 day, dude. I can't believe. Look at the sparkles. It's so fucking pretty. It's so pretty, dude. Oh my goodness. Sent from Head Game Master Yibu. Thank you so much. It's beautiful, man. Oh, it's so gorgeous. It's so gorgeous. I still can't believe. Account credited with 1,000 RP. Dude, I wanna like be emotional. Like, this is an end game goal for the Iron Man. I can't fucking believe this happened. I can't believe it, man. We have an amazing shiny, and not only that, I am almost definitely going to use this on the XP Reamplifier. I think it is most definitely the best item to get here. The reason why the XP Reamplifier is so good, for those who don't know, is that it splits the ratio of XP. You don't really earn, you earn a little bit more XP, 5% more XP, and that's not that big of a deal, right? 5% XP is not that crazy. What's crazy, the benefit is the 25% extra being shared among, or sorry, yeah, it's basically what happens is when you're using XP shares, 50% of the XP goes to the lead Pokemon, aka usually a level 100 Pokemon, like my level 100 Darkchomp, that I've been using to EV train and XP train, and then the other 50% goes to the rest of, you know, the Pokemon with the XP shares. When using the XP Reamplifier, 50%, or sorry, 25% of the XP goes to the level 100 Pokemon. And if the XP is going to a level 100, it's going to waste. It's poofing. It's poofing into thin air. So there's not really a great way around this in PokeMMO aside from the XP reamplifier, where you're only wasting 25% of the XP as opposed to 50%. So we're going to be gaining 25% more XP every single time we XP train or EV train or anything like that from this point forward, which is just obviously massive. Now, someone asked earlier, what are the Pokeyen sinks for an Ironman account? It's a great question, because a lot of people might not understand why do I need so much Pokeyen? Why am I putting so much oomph and faith and effort into this Jimmy Run team? Obviously, the big ones are Pokeballs, Repels, Lures. It's really easy to forget how expensive all that stuff is. And on a main account, I was saying yesterday, on a main account, when you buy Pokeballs, right? You're buying Pokeballs to catch Pokemon, to then sell those Pokemon for more profits. You're getting Pokeyen back. But on an Iron Man account, when you spend money on a Pokeball, it's poof, it's all, you're spending it on other resources. You're converting Pokeyen into breeders and into good IV Pokemon. On a main account, you're converting Pokeyen into more Pokeyen. So it really just poofs away way faster. I've probably already spent anywhere from, I'm trying to think. I've probably already spent an egregious amount of Pokeyen on this account. I know I've spent 800k plus 600k. I probably already spent like 1.5, 1 point plus mil Pokeyen on this account, and I haven't even done that. I've done a lot, but you know what I'm saying. I haven't even spent a whole lot, right? The other big Pokeyen sync that's actually commonly forgotten, which I'm going to go ahead and go do now before I start the Jimmy Run for fun, and because I honestly want my Pokeyen stack to be as close to 0 as possible before we start this. The other big Pokeyen sync is the mysterious crates over in Kanto, over in the casino, and you can get certain vanities from those. You can get certain items like PP ups, PP maxes, etc., etc. I'm gonna head over there. We're gonna open some for fun, clear our Pokeyen count, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. There's also an alpha spawn here. Ooh, can I show you that really quick? What's the alpha? I did not expect that. What's up, chat? Sorry, I'm ignoring you. A lot of intro, a lot of stuff to talk about so far today. What is the alpha spawn here? Should I go do that really quick? It is Wigglytuff. I don't think I'm not gonna worry about that. Ooh, it's a Frisk Pokemon, actually, though. That's tempting. It's tempting. Okay, let's go ahead and head over to What's up? Sorry, I'm ignoring you too much, chat. What's up? What's up? Which was that for your amplifier? Won a catch event yesterday. You could see via the mail. Okay, let's go. Head over to Kanto really quick. Yeah, XP candy is always nice. You're not wrong. What's up, research? How you doing, dude? Let's head over to Kanto. How many can I buy? Let's go see. Frozen. Oh my goodness. Wait, Frozen. I would love if you could link me that. If you could whisper me that, I would love to show that off on stream and tell your story a little bit, dude. That's really fucking cool. That's amazing. All right. All right, for those who don't know, over in Celadon City in Kanto, you can actually head inside of here and go buy 60,000 Pokeyen worth of coins, or buy the wrong amount like I just did, but buy this amount of coins. I already have some, so I don't need, I don't need the full 60k, but it's about 50 to 60k to get all the coins, and then you can go spend max coins, I believe over here, on a mystery box, if you have the max amount of coins. And the mystery box has a certain amount of things, a certain amount of random little items that are really relevant. So I'm gonna go back and forth, buying as many coins as possible, and just spend them on the mystery boxes. I could also buy TMs and talk about other things, and maybe I'll do that. Maybe I could spend a little bit safer, smarter as well. Like get a Porygon. I might get one Porygon, since Porygon is one of the hardest mons to get in your Pokedex. You need a swarm of it. So you know what? Let's go ahead and make sure we spend our Pokeyen a little bit carefully and buy a Porygon. But other than that, I'm going to spend down, get as many mystery boxes as possible, and then we'll start our Jimmy Run from scratch. I linked it. Thank you so much. I'm going to keep this. Okay. Okay, let me finish this. I want to see this. I need to I want to talk about that in the stream recap. That would be amazing, dude. Let's play that. Oh, you got a shiny Porygon? Hilariously, like, obviously egg hunting would be better, but this is the way people used to shiny hunt Porygon way back in the day. Yep, I will have to farm amulet coins for every single run. Yes. Yep, someone asked, we have to farm amulet coins for every single run. Yes, that'll be a big thing I do after today's Jimmy run, is just heading over to Island 1 and beginning amulet coin farming. I'm going to need one for every single day we play on the account. How do you farm them? I'll show you. Well, I'll probably show you later today. Can you get a shiny Meowth? I would honestly be pretty cool with a shiny Meowth. Wouldn't want a Ponyta too much, but I'm pretty sure it is Cav, but I could be wrong. That was a big question with people. A lot of people asked yesterday, was it worth to farm lucky eggs when XP training? And that I think is like super not worth it, because you'd have to average out like one lucky egg every 15 minutes to break even, and then probably more to make it worth it, right? I'm new to the game. Why are you buying these boxes? If you were new to the game, do not buy these boxes. This is something that only an Iron Man would do, like a very specific account. This is something an Iron Man does for fun, is honestly the best. This is gambling on Iron Man, okay? Don't do this. The main reason I'm doing this is I want to reset my Pokeyen to 0, because I want to start from scratch when I do my Jimmy runs here. I'm gonna go ahead and buy a Porygon first. Can I buy one? It's at the thing. Okay, let's go check. I should log it. Beautiful. All right, I did just buy a Porygon. That's actually one of the only ways to get a wild Porygon spawn in PokeMMO aside from swarms. It should be sent over to, here we go, right here. Let's go ahead and check it. Random rolls, no stats, nothing worth noting about. Actually, literally nothing. The only stat it has is the stat that's irrelevant to it. That's okay. Just wanted to go ahead and get up Porygon in my Pokedex. That's a good step. We can always breed it up later on with Dittos. I'm gonna move these over while I'm here. My mouse is starting to break, which I'm not a huge fan of. Need to do a little more box sorting here soon as well. Okay. Yes, I think I would guess, I haven't done the math, Duke, but I would guess farming amulet coins is like super worth it. I think you get like 8 an hour, if I'm not mistaken. And if that's the math, like 50% increase on Pokeyen when popping, I think it becomes like ridiculously worth it, right? There is a shiny chance from the casino. All right. All right. This is my last buy. All right, this is my last purchase of the coins. You can see I'm down to around 16,000 Pokeyen here. I'm going to go spend the rest on Pokeballs as well. That is 5 mystery boxes. I'm going to go ahead and open them and just hope for something useful, hope for something relevant. I don't really want to see vitamins, but if I do, it's not the end of the world. Let's put it here. Are you ready to pop some boxes? Do a little bit of Iron Man gambling. This is a good Pokeyen sink. If I ever have extra Pokeyen, I can always pop it into these. Box number 1. Honestly, 3 Thunderbolt TMs, very happy with that. Ethers, that could be usable. Flamethrowers, very happy with that. I think that is I think that is way cheaper than buying the TMs, actually. I think it is. Move the factor icon. Got you, your call. I think it is actually way cheaper than buying, because the TMs themselves would cost like 30k from the Pokemart. This might be, there's vanities in here as well, I believe. Ethers, and then Ice Beams. I'm honestly so happy with those TM rolls. You know, it's not the most exciting thing in the world, but it's efficient, right? Yeah, those TMs would cost 30k a piece from the... That's 30, 60, 90. Or sorry, 9 TMs, 30k a piece from the TM Mart. That would have costed me 270,000 Pokeyen for those TMs. And they're all really relevant TMs that I will put on Pokemon in the future. So that was actually like a huge profit for me. Hell yeah, that was very lucky rolls. Very happy for that. Yeah, very useful PvP TMs. Absolutely. Okay. Let's go spend the rest on Pokeballs. Or Repels. I'm actually really low on Repels. Yeah, well, okay, it wasn't Paddington Bear cosplay as much as, I mean, I guess technically. I was Paddington Bear for a Halloween party, or for someone. I think they did like, one of our friends did a I always think it was Halloween, but it wasn't Halloween. It was a friend's birthday party where they did a costume party and everybody had to dress up as someone who shared the same like initial, like Patrick Paddington Bear. That was the meme. That was it. The same first initial. It was honestly a lot of fun. Okay. They're always. Why are we so negative? Come on, chat. Yeah, of course. The Windows calculator is always necessary. Come on. I could have done okay. How are you gonna paint yourself pink for the Patrick Star cosplay? That's tough, man. I don't know if that's me. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, let's go just buy some repels. I'm super low on repels. It'd be nice to have a bunch of repels, just like be able to spam out, you know. Let's buy like 10 of these, maybe even more. Pretty low on yen actually. How many of these can I buy? Okay. Oh ho 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 ho, fellas. Okay. Ho ho ho, as one fella might say. How did I fuck up the factor thing so much? Okay. Let's go, dude. Ocarinas? Ocarinas would be a super waste on the Iron Man. Ocarinas are paying for convenience. Always remember that. Never buy ocarinas if you like want to like spend efficiently. It's not like they're not bad. Don't get me wrong. They're like really comfy, but possible to 0 yen. I could buy one Pokeball and go lower. There we go. It's pretty. I could buy an escape rope. Let's see. Aren't escape ropes? Are they 375 actually? 750. I'm way off. I don't know if anything's cheaper than Pokeball at 200. Okay. We just head back. I think we're ready. Broke out, boy. I'm purposefully becoming broke. Come on. Keep Discord. Rot-row. Sorry, my wife is messaging me. Very big news. My wife applied for a promotion at her work recently, and she might decide whether she gets it or not right now in a Zoom call. So sorry if I'm. It's pretty fucking poggies if you ask me, boys. Okay, let's head back over to Unova. I think it's just time for the gym rerun. I think it's just time. What's the goal for today? First gym rerun and then farming amulet coins after. Gonna throw up. So fair, so valid. As would I. Good luck, sweetie. Good luck. Good luck. This would be like, dude. This would be like such an insane month for us. It's actually like crazy. I feel like me and my wife work really fucking hard. Not to. This month has been like one of the most insane like payoff like. Hopefully reaping what we've sown like months of my entire life, of hopefully our entire lives. Hopefully she like that. It's just been insane, man. It's been like it's surreal. It's really surreal. Okay. Oh, it's crazy, man. Good luck to you. Already gone. Good luck to you, man. I think we're ready to start the Jimmy run. However, we got to do our stream recap intro. All right, fellas. Rewind. You know when the VHS tape goes. Okay, whatever. The what? The VHS? I popped in a VHS the other day. I actually bought a VHS player at dude, I finally, because I've been looking for a VHS player forever. And they never had, they actually like don't have them very often at thrift stores now. It's crazy. But I found one recently. I picked it up, bro. Betamax? Okay, I'm too young for that. Wait a minute. I picked up a VHS player. I popped in fucking, what was it? Fucking Peter Bunny Rabbit or whatever. I popped in the Hobbit movie on VHS. Why is the disc floppy? Because your mom's not around. Okay, anyways. Okay, we're gonna... Too funny, dude. Dude, yes, that is the... I would love to get an actual, like, CRT TV with the VHS player in it. Oh, that is... Yeah, that shit's goated. Okay, anyways. Fellas, are we ready for another beautiful day of PokeMMO gameplay? Boom, 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 boom. Okay. We need a different song. We need a different song for this. We started with Phoenix. We gotta switch to Alrighty, fellas, good morning. Who is ready for another beautiful day of PokeMMO gameplay? How are we doing today? What is up? What's up? Welcome back to another PokeMMO stream recap, your daily source of tips, tricks, news, information, and just what's happening inside the PokeMMO community, what people are discussing, what's going on, what are people's interests, concerns, strategies, etc. Let's go ahead and jump into things with our typical intro that we've been doing recently, jumping into the upcoming catch events, jumping into what's happening on the PokeMMO forums, what are people discussing, etc., etc. So there is a new catch event schedule that actually just went up very recently. Enjoy the little things. On the Friday the 13th, will this be someone's bad luck day? Maybe their good luck day? Someone's got to get lucky, right? Friday the 13th at 3 p.m. ET, Route 18 in Unova. There is a Dwebble catch event coming. 1 hour to catch as many Dwebble, Crustle, Scrafty, Scraggy, Duwats, and Watch Hogs as possible. And then nature bonuses of Adamant and Impish. And then a prize of a shiny Dwebble, which you can turn into. Shiny Dwebble obviously doesn't look very good there, but shiny Crustle is a great shiny that is definitely worth going for. Hope I can show it in game over here. Bada bing, bada boom. 1 sec. Boom. Beautiful shiny. Crustle's a great shiny. Go for Crustle, man. Underrated, undershunted Pokemon. Beautiful shiny right here. You can evolve that Dwebble into a Crustle and have an amazing shell smashing NU threat. Why the hell not, dude? So check out that catch event coming up very soon. Yeah, this Friday. Very soon, actually. Next up, I know I've covered this a million times, but I'm gonna cover it a million more times, okay? Because this is the 1 billion Pokeyen prize pool catch event. There is so many insane prizes up for grabs here. The secret shiny Charizard, the secret shiny Scizor, the secret shiny Chandelure, the secret shiny Crocodile, the secret shiny Tyranitar, the Dragonite, the Manectric, the Absol, the Houndoom, the Ninetales, and 200 million Pokeyen worth of other prizes that will also be handed out during the event. This is a 24-hour catch event I've covered in great detail in another video on my channel. Check out my recently uploaded videos and you should be able to find it. This is an insane event. This is a once every like decade, once every 10 years sort of thing, once every 5 years maybe, sort of massive event that will last 24 hours and be revolutionary and could quite literally could set someone for life in PokeMMO, or at least set them up with an amount of Pokeyen where they won't have to worry about things for a few years down the road. Everybody should show up to this, as many people as possible. There's just so much Pokeyen on the line. Check it out. Be there or be square. All right, next up, this is a really cool post. Just a really cool, cute little guide post, in my opinion. This was posted by Lopax, but also Best Friends, who is, I think, the most goated text guide creator in all of PokeMMO. It's unbelievable how many text guides, how many forum guides. Best Friends has been making content to help the PokeMMO community just for the love of the game, for the love of the community for over a decade now, and he's just incredible. And he helped with this guide, of course, which is just amazing. So shout out to Lopax and Best Friends for posting this. This is just a quick little rundown of the current staff members of PokeMMO, what their ranks are, what that means, and also a little bit about them. And then also like ex-staff members. I think this is just nice. I think a lot of people don't know, myself included. I either don't know or forget sometimes different names or different, you know, people in the staff. There's a fair bit of PokeMMO staff members, but very few developers. People like Rach, people like Zakar, people like Eggplant. It's also just like, this is contributors to the post itself. So Rach is actually a head developer who, or one of the big developers who actually helped with this, making this post, which is really nice. And here we get into the actual, you know, graphic designers, developers, head game masters. It's still a work in progress, I think, as you can see here. Senior head game masters, so SGMs, game masters, having a list of everything is just really nice. And having a look how many, it's crazy how many game masters there are and such have been. It's pretty impressive, honestly. Global moderators, GMs, community managers. I think it's cool to see a very simple little thing, but it's cool to see a list of them. And I was scrolling down here. It was cool to me personally to see the nostalgic screenshots, of, dude, like this. These are the old Happy Eyes that were in the game back in 2013, before the first vanity rehaul and the visual rehaul of PokeMMO. The old Happy Eyes, you can see the old sprites, the old hair color here. The band hammers that all the you can still, I think you should still be able to find some staff members with the band hammers. Rach Lucario, which is, I remember that name. That's actually Rach nowadays, which is crazy. Node, who was a famous player back in the day, hosted a ton of events, if I recall correctly. More screenshots of just old Pokemon players. This was probably around Univa's initial release, I would guess, which is crazy. Like, there's just been so many. There's so many cool moments. This is a 2012 screenshot, which you don't see very often in PokeMMO. This was really cool. 2012, 2013, the blue and white UI. This was a cool nostalgic trip for me, but we're going to move on. Next up, this is from the trade corner in PokeMMO. A lot of people might not even know the trade corner exists, but yes, there's actually a trade section on the forums for trading, selling, buying, rare, whatever you want, really, but really it's used for rare things, for niche things, for specialty items, because you have the trade chat in game and you have the GTL. The GTL handles most sales and buys, right? But this was cool to me. Arceus over here is a player, a collector of 2012, 2013 shinies, Squirtle OT Pokemon, North Pole Pokemon. I thought this was really, really, really cool. This person is specifically looking for Johto/Hoenn species shinies from 2013, and then really any, it seems like 2012 shinies. If I am reading this correctly, it seems like they are willing to pay 30 million Pokeyen minimum for any 2012 shiny. I think that's really cool, and it seems to go correct with the market as well over on the GTL. I haven't checked 2012 shinies in a while. You know what? Let's go ahead and take the time to actually go check and see what's being sold. And man, 2012 shinies, they were already pretty rare, but they have pretty much disappeared off the GTL. 2012 is the initial year that PokeMMO released. A lot of people ask, you know, what's it called? Why do people care about 2012s? Why do people care about 2013s? Oh, is this Epoch? I didn't even know that. Is this Epoch's forum account? That's really fucking awesome. I didn't know that. Okay, there you go. That's really funny. Okay, hell yeah. I didn't know that. Okay, well, there you go. That's fucking cool. It makes a lot of sense. There's a lot of collectors, big collectors like Epoch, like Neo that I know of, who love collecting old historic Pokemon. It's really cool. It's very similar to collecting base set Pokemon cards. People ask me all the time, why would anybody care about these? Why would someone want to buy them? Same exact reason why people buy base set Pokemon cards. Nostalgia, rare, cool. Like, it's just the same reason why do people like to buy diamond earrings, right? They're just fancy, they're cool, they're expensive. They don't really have a pragmatic use. Most people aren't taking their diamond earrings off and using them to like fucking scratch things, or like using it for its durability. No, it's used for its flex effect, essentially. And that's the same thing with 2012 Pokemon and 2012 shinies. All right, so there's the 2012 Rattata. Let's go check out the 2013 shiny market. We can see a few things here. It seems like Epoch was saying for 2013 specifically, he's looking for like Johto and Hoenn species, so not just any 2013 shiny for that 7 mil price. Let's go check though. Let's go back to it. What else is Epoch looking for? Let's go see. Fab Mail. And this is just a good forum post to learn a fair bit of things about the old parts of PokeMMO, right? Fab Mail, an old item that came with an NPC trade for Jinx in Fire Red. Squirtle OT event prizes. I actually am lucky enough to have a Squirtle OT shiny Spinnerack on my main account, which I'm one of the last ones I think that was given out. 2012/2013 with Pump Kid or Pump Cat particle. These are hard to come by. Show me what you have a comparable price. Shedinja with Pump Kid, that's a really cool one. North Pole Catch or Hatchlick on shinies. On shinies specifically, 15 mil, but North Pole Pokemon are just rare in general. If you don't know, the North Pole was a Christmas event only location back in like 2014, 2015. Really, 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 really old event that I remember participating in very slightly. I was very stubborn and didn't want to do events back then for some reason. That's just how I was. But I remember being there a little bit and seeing the location vaguely in my brain. It's a very, very cool spot. I kind of wish they'd bring it back one day, but maybe we'll see. And then rare/weird locations, Distortion World, Wildcaught Driftwood, etc. 252 plus EVs. Oh yeah, having like 255 EVs. That was a big one. For those who don't know, the EVs in PokeMMO actually used to go up to 255. Nowadays, they cap out at 252 because every 4 EVs equals +1 stat at level 100. So there was no reason. 252 is divisible by 4, but if you go 253, 254, 255, it's 3 EVs. So those 3 EVs would always be wasted. So there was no reason to have those extra, to have it go up to that 255 integer. So they capped it at 252, right? There are certain Pokemon you can find with 255. I used to EV train all my Pokemon to 255. Unfortunately, I lost them all. But 255 EV Pokemon are very, very valuable. Like millions and millions of Pokeyen. I don't even know if I can go find one. Let's go see if we could go find one on the GTL. I kind of doubt it. Let's go see. Minimum attack EV. I don't know if we're going to be able to... I don't know if you could even search for it, actually. You have to go by each one. Let's go see. Yeah, I don't even know if you could search for it because it's just going to show the other... It's going to show the other stats or whatever, yeah. It's a tough one to search. Oh, also, you can't even search for it because this caps at 252. It's a really crazy old historic thing. You can't even search for on the GTL. They're really hard to find. So that's some cool old rare stuff that players like Epoch and other collectors are buying. I want to go ahead and just give a little bit of insight, a little bit of a glimpse into that world in case someone's coming back to the game and has some 2012, 2013 Pokemon, some shinies, etc., etc. That they want to maybe reach out to a collector and sell to. The trade corner is one of the best places to go to. That is it for the stream recap intro. I'm going to go ahead and get into things and do some Iron Man progress as per usual. All right, I think we're done with the stream recap meme. Search by year. That'd be the best bet. You'd probably search by year and then sort by memers. I'm sure there's a way, obviously, but it's not that easy is all I was trying to say. All right. Let's throw this over here. All right. I want to jam into some music today, fellas. Do you know what the space is readable, though, enough? I don't love the idea of it being... like, maybe it's fine. If it makes you happier, Tally, I'm kind of down. I like that it looks nice without it being all caps. That's fine. It's okay. It's okay. If it makes you happier, I think that's it's worth it. That's worth it to me. Okay. It makes you 1% happier. It's worth it. There's a little Jake. I kind of love it. I'm so down. I'm honestly don't mind. Okay. That's based. Okay. Looks janky and I love it is a good response. It's fucking time, fellas. I know we've been edging this for quite a while as per usual, but I think it's finally time. Also, did my wife get an update to go check really quick? Nothing new on Discord. Okay. Anxiously awaiting my wife's response. All right. Okay. Fellas, it is finally time. The first amulet coin is about to be popped. This guy's been popping off fireworks this whole time. Shout out to him. He's used so many for this. Okay. The very first amulet coin ever. The very first one. This is going to boost the Pokeyen I gain by 50%. It is well worth to use, and I will be farming amulet coins as well to hopefully pop for as many Jimmy runs as possible. Every single completed Jimmy run, I will also up this number by 1 every single time. Let's go ahead and start. Boom. Okay. Our first Jimmy run begins, fellas. Thank you so much for the good luck, dude. We're doing our typical lead. For those who don't, I'm not going to show you every single gym fight because they're pretty boring after you learn what you do. But I really enjoyed it. It feels really satisfying. It feels really fun. Jimmy runs are just some of the most interesting things on a PokeMMO account, in my opinion. One of the biggest steps for any account, whether you're an Ironman or a main account, what you do is you set up your sun. You set up your sun with your drought Torkoal as it enters the fight. You want your Torkoal to be low level and slow because the slower weather sets, and sometimes you'll have opposing weather setters. And then your Whimsicott, confusingly named Torkoal, will set up Tailwind with Prankster. Prankster will allow it to move ahead of the enemy Pokemon, get priority, and now we can go ahead and bring in our double Typhlosions and just spam Eruption. And this does... I didn't heal. I didn't heal before. Ignore that. This does... Oh my goodness. We already made a mistake and it's our first gym. That's okay. This does enough damage to just blast through pretty much every single gym in all of PokeMMO. And then every single time we beat a gym, we should be getting around 13,000 Pokeyen per gym completed. So even if we do 10 gyms, it's 130k. If we do 20 gyms, it's like 260k Pokeyen. Classic Pat Jimmy run. It's a classic start, boys. Watch this. Blissey, the special defense wall beast of all of Pokemon. Why do they double helping hand? Okay, watch this Blissey get annihilated by a special attacking move. This is literally supposed to be the strongest special defense wall in all of Pokemon. Supposedly able to tank every single everything. Getting absolutely destroyed by okay, that's just embarrassing. Anyways, I was supposed to also... Okay, I've already made 3 mistakes. Three mistakes. Okay, I was also... Okay, we're gonna... This is really funny. This is what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. Making mistakes, fucking up, smoothing it out along the way. That's what the Iron Man account is all about, okay? We're going to take care of this. I'm going to put an XP share on my Moltres after, because a big benefit of this kind of run is I can actually have a backup Pokemon in the back that I actually XP train along the route, which is really nice. Really some nice extra little efficiency. And I do have my level 100 Garchomp in the back with Earthquake in case I run into Flash Fire Pokemon. There's 2 chances for Flash Fire Pokemon over at Nimbasa City and Pewter City. So we're going to go ahead and continue on. Here is the first ever gym complete in the first ever Jimmy run on the Iron Man. He outspeeds, gets a rock slide off because I lasted too many turns. We still should be good. We have Garchomp in the back. A terribly slow gym that should hopefully kill. Okay, this is really sloppy. No, it worked. Okay, it worked. That's all that matters. That's all that matters, fellas. There it is. Our first 13k, dude. From zero. From absolutely nothing. We're going to rebuild starting right now. Dude, what the fuck? This was so... This might be the sloppiest Jimmy run I've ever started. Holy fuck. We're doing a Gamba today. We could do a Gamba for... I don't know what. What do you guys want to do a Gamba for? Dude, that was the sloppiest fucking shit ever. Holy fuck, that was so funny. One is Specs, one is Charcoal. That's so funny. Don't Gamba if I'll wipe on a gym, because I definitely will. What do you mean? How is that even a question? How many times? Okay, chill. That's too subjective. What happened to your Pokeyen? I spent it all on your mom last night at dinner. No, I'm just kidding. No, you didn't deserve. That's a fair question. I spent it all down to reset to 0 so I could start Jimmy running and see the Pokeyen stack. How do you feel about survival games? I like survival. Is this like a D's nuts joke? What is this? What do you mean? Why would you ask this? I'm sus. Yeah, why not? It depends. Like, you know, is Minecraft a survival game? Minecraft. I don't know, man. Fucking Pal World. Memer survive on D. No, that's not. That doesn't count. Grounded 2. Yo, I actually really grounded to these nuts. This is definitely going to be a grounded to these nuts. Grounded to this dick. I've always wanted to play Grounded. I never played Grounded. You're too nice to me, Dub City. What's... Oh, I just fucked... why do I keep fucking up, chat? What is happening? I need to move Eruption up to the first slot. We can Gamba. Yeah, dude, honestly, Foof, good call. Yeah, that's a good... Yeah, if devs are not... What the fuck, devs? What is wrong with me? If Twitch mods want to do a Gamba on whether or not I'll gain... Did this live? Okay. Yeah, do a Gamba on 250k plus or minus. I think that's good. Do a 250k plus or minus. I can't believe Grounded 2 is actually a thing. I don't know why I thought dev here. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm cooked today. I'm already cooked, chat. I'm already cooked. I think I got that PP Max frozen. I believe I got that one. The one at Cape Brink or whatever. Maybe that's Island 2 or whatever, though. I got one at like the spot near Slowbro Horde. True Legion. A Gamba on if Pat will get caught on a D's nut / Rickroll. Rickrolls don't count because Rickrolls are too stupid. Because the problem is, okay, the problem is Rumel is just going to be like, oh my god, Patrouski, I'm so glad we're such good friends. By the way, here is a link to the most amazing moment of my life, and then it'll be a fucking Rickroll. It'll be like, so I'm not gonna not click it. Like, if my mod sends me a link, I'm not gonna not click it, you know? Maybe there's one. No, you're frozen. Maybe there's one island one. I'm not sure. Let me move. This one. It's probably this one that's not up. Yeah. There we go. Gamba, if Pat won't crash out today, you know I have to crash out at least once. Pat, this is a Rickroll. I want to click it. Sus. Chat, sus. This is a YouTube short. If I hover over it, blue shirt guy dancing. I'm not viewing it. Unbelievably sus. Chat win, chat win, chat win, chat win, chat, Twitch chat win, YouTube chat win. Yes. Dung, 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 dung. But I like keep checking my wife's Discord DMs to see if she got the promotion. Gamba 250k plus or not is really good. Could we get that? Could a mod get that going? Sorry if you're literally working on it right now. That's so annoying to be like, actually, guys, why isn't the prediction started? Excuse me. Thank you so much. Thank you to whoever started it. Thank you. Actually, my mods, it's been 1 minute. Please, no, that's fucking Roomel. That's fucking fair, dude. I'm a dev. Dude, yesterday, I hate being this person. Chat, I feel guilty about it. I did the meme. Last night, I was a bit of a Karen. Not really, but like, I went up to the fucking, okay, let me explain. We were at Nando's, which by the way, isn't Nando's from Britopia? Nando's is like not good. but we're there because our friends want to go. Our friends like it, my wife likes it. Nando's is like fine. The sauce is good. The sauce is pretty good, but the chicken's not good. And the portions are so bad. The calorie per dollar is so bad. From South Africa. I'm sorry. I do not like Nando's, man. Nando's is okay. Nando's is okay. Maybe it's US Nando's. I will also totally validate, like, maybe it's just US Nando's. I hear about Nando's from Britopians all the time. What was I saying? But anyways, so okay, so we're at Nando's. We order our food. We have 4 people, okay? Person 1, Max, gets his food, okay? After like 5 minutes of waiting. His food comes pretty fast, okay? Poggies, right? That's pretty, oh, hell yeah, dude, that's awesome. Person 2, Julia, gets her food like 10 minutes after Max. Maybe like 8 minutes. So we've been there for like 13 minutes after, just waiting for our food, after ordering like that. Then I get my food like 10 minutes after Julia. So now we're at like 23 minutes of waiting. And then we wait an additional like 7 more minutes. So now we're at like 30 minutes waited. None of us have started to eat our food because not everybody has their food. And that's kind of like a polite thing to do. So we're all sitting there looking at our food getting cold for 30 minutes. And we're like, what the like, where is my wife's food? Well, my wife's food is not here yet. It might have even been like longer waiting for my wife's food. But anyway, after like 30 to 45 minutes of waiting, she ordered my wife ordered like a CLT, like a chicken lettuce tomato. I went up to I took her receipt. I went up and I politely asked, hey, like, do you guys know if you're working on a CLT? And he was like, what table? And I was like, table 14. And he was like, oh yeah, it's coming out now. And then as soon as I as soon as I went up, they like literally put the basket like through the thing for the waiter to come. Dude, I was like, fuck. I literally felt so guilty. But to be fair, I felt so guilty asking, but we literally waited like 45 minutes. Like, it was pretty insane. No, I agree. I mean, so the problem is, I totally agree with you, Squiddy. The problem is the polite paradox of waiting for your food to, like, waiting for everybody's food to eat is like, the polite people will be like, no, I don't need to eat. I'll wait for everybody to get their food. But then the polite people who are waiting for them will be like, no, you should eat, blah, blah, blah. Like, and then it's just, yeah, that's the meme. They were zooted. Okay, I'm so down for people to be zooted and do their job. I actually have no beef with that, especially for like a fast food worker. I think that's fucking awesome. You can't be that slow. It can't impact your work to that extent. It can even impact your work a little. I think that's fine. I think if being zooted impacts your work a little bit and it helps you get through the day, I have no problems with that, dude. But fucking yeah. Anyways. Yeah, 45 minutes was pretty crazy. Yeah, if you're not even, I don't even know if you have to be good at your job. Like, that's the, dude, I don't know. I feel like I'm someone who gives service workers a lot of leeway. Like, maybe not to be like lazy or whatever, but like, I get that most people, I'm really fortunate that I have a job that I love. Most people don't like their job, and it's really fucking hard getting through the day sometimes. I've been there. I've worked jobs like that. I get it, right? I really am in favor of whatever gets you through the day for the most part. You just can't be bad at your job. Like, I don't mind, like, you don't even have to be good. You just can't be zooting to the point where you're bad at it, right? Like, that's the meme. You can't be like noticeably bad. Hired while zooting. That's based. I don't care if the guy like running my credit card at McDonald's has like a monotone voice and is like, is that all? Like, I don't mind if he's, like a little like lofty. That's hell yeah, dude. If anything, it probably makes me a little more confident in my fucking order. Like, oh, they might slip in an extra nugget because they understand what it's like to have the munchies. Like, like I don't mind. It's fucking fair enough, man. Anyways, okay, let me I need to talk about something. There's something I wanted to talk about. Personally, I would just go in 30 more minutes. Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty severe wait. Yeah, to be fair, it might be a Nando's drop like across the pond. That's fair, man. That's fair. Yeah, I've never like bring the meals out all together. It was like the most staggered meals brought out I've ever seen in my life. Like, we thought they just forgot it or something like that. Oh, you have to do like 20, yeah, 20-ish. I want to zoot my own horn. That's an awesome phrase. Gym Run versus Cloister runs. Gym Run is just better, but Cloister Trainer Run is easier, lower effort, and like you need way less resources, which is nice. I don't even fucking, dude, I'm not a big schmemer. I do a little THC syrup a few times a year for recreational. That's it. A few times a year, I'm like, you know what? I want to have I've worked really hard this week. I'm gonna I make a whole weekend out of it. I'm gonna have like bags of chips. I'm gonna have mozzarella sticks, maybe some frozen grapes. I make a whole weekend out of it, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna zoot all day. I'm gonna zoot Saturday. That shit's gonna hit me really fucking. I'm gonna do a syrup or whatever the fuck, or 20, whatever the fuck it is. And then just have fun, watch movies, and it's basically just a way to force yourself to relax. Is a pro rule. Mozzarella sticks are scary when you're high because you can just eat so many of them and they're so calorie dense. Like, yeah. It's pretty nice. It's definitely, dude, you can't do anything when at least I can't. I don't know. That shit like makes me, it is peak. Zooting is peak. Like you're using it to relax. And if you're using it to relax too much, you're not going to progress enough in life for sure. Not at least from my personal experience. Obviously, I don't know, to each their own, but dense in general, yeah. No, okay. I don't even want to talk. I don't like talking about zooting a whole lot because I feel like I'm sorry if you feel caught by this in chat because part of me loves that people make zooting their whole personality because there actually is a really interesting business side of it. I've lived with a grower and a dealer, and I've known many dealers growing up. There is an interesting side of it, honestly. However, some people make it their entire personality, and it's a little annoying, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. No, I'm not zooting now or anytime. We're just talking about it. Oh fuck, I go over here, right? It's been a while for this. Right now, I don't know. I think not right now with Taurus. How many streamers do you think are zooted while they stream? Like 50%? I'm sorry, that's a little. Probably a fair bit, man. Probably a fair bit. Teleport. Oh, I can use the portal. I'm used to the boomer strategy. Yo, that's how you used to do it, chat. I'm fucking old, man. I'm old as bones. This is Arcanine's flash fire, right? I'm actually oh no, it's intimidate pod. We can actually see. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah, bro. Yeah, like it's pretty. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Rumel. I think 20. Yeah, it's kind of a lot, which is kind of funny. Yeah, for sure, emo, for sure. Did you do? How do they to? Yes, this is a great question, Foof. It's actually a really good question. Do I have to switch? Do I have to like use a Swift here? I might use a Swift here just in case. Okay. This is a fantastic question and point that must be discussed because we have to be pragmatic and understand there needs to be an incentive for the PokeMMO devs to actually create an official Iron Man mode if it's ever going to happen. Foof says Jagex made money off of the OSRS Iron Man because people would buy like bonds and stuff for those accounts and buy membership, right? If they implemented it in PokeMMO, how would they monetize it, right? That's a great question. There's no membership required in PokeMMO to play the game. It's a free-to-play game, which is amazing. RuneScape kind of is, but you really need membership, right? In my opinion, we talked about this before. It's not a conversation a lot of people want to have, and because there has to be an incentive for the devs to put in, if they're going to work, if it's their job, if they're going to put in time and effort into creating an official Iron Man mode, they probably should get paid. If everybody's playing Iron Man modes, who my rule restrictions is you literally can't credit card swipe, that hurts their revenue, right? I think it would be okay. I don't love stuff like this because obviously I wish in an ideal world we could all play the game for free and have fun, yada yada yada. But I think to be realistic, I think it's understandable if the devs wanted to make it like a $10 charge, a one-time $10 or $20 charge to create an Iron Man account. I think that would be okay. It's awkward and it sucks because obviously, you know, obviously it's not ideal. I'd rather it be free to play, but I think the devs deserve to get paid, right? Could you imagine if every Iron Man had to pay just like $10 or whatever? Like, hopefully that would be enough revenue for them, but that would be like super worth the development time. It could maybe less. I mean, I would love to see it be like $5. I'd love to see it be as low as possible. If anybody has any other ideas, I'm interested. But it is a really tough question surrounding the game mode. Why would the devs implement it into the game if it's going to hurt their sales and hurt their revenue? Not that revenue is everything. You know, you can't assume they're all like greedy money monsters, but I do want to assume that they deserve to get paid and should get paid. So it's a tough. I want the PokeMMO devs to eat well, but I also don't want them to be monetization-ly malicious. It's a made-up thing, but you know what I'm saying. So I think that's the best solution that I've thought of so far. If anybody else has any other suggestions, let me hear your thoughts. Under 250k hard. Okay, fuck you guys. we're gonna for sure get over 250k now. Probably not, but we'll see. I dislike that even more personally, Tally, but obviously it's maybe if people, it's up to like what the community wants. Locking certain Iron Man content behind paywalls. That's like microtransaction territory for me where I don't love that. That scares me a bit, I'm not gonna lie. I know that the Ninetales there has a chance of flash fire, yeah. Like zooted. I just make up a lot of words when I stream Karma. I'm gonna be so honest. I just like do dumb things. Yeah, I totally agree with this, Gold. I totally agree with this. Go heavy on under 250k. Okay, I gotta lock in. I gotta lock in and go over 250k now. Maybe we should have done like over 240 or something like that. But it's too late. I gotta fucking lock in. So I can prove chat wrong. 0 per day. It's already, there's no way to fix that though, Duke. It's already up, man. That's okay. We're gonna, I guess some mobile players do, right? With the what's it called? Any believers? Some do. Ooh, I love hearing. I've seen this movie, Choco. Clown. I like hearing the review. Pretty goofy, but could have been way better. Dude, hell yeah. I appreciate the 5 out of 10. Yeah, for Signalist. Yeah, but you don't have to do that, right? But you can. Why can't we do it like WoW Hardcore where someone creates an add-on that monitors our Iron Man progress? I'm not familiar with WoW Hardcore as much. What would that entail? Who cares about Iron Man? Just develop Gen 6 / add fairies / mega evos instead of wasting time on Iron Man. Well, okay, well, you have a very extreme opinion, right? If the average player base doesn't care about Iron Man, I think that's super fair and that should be discussed. However, there's obviously, we filled up a team of 150 players of Iron Man within 2 weeks, right? A lot of people care about Iron Man. It's okay if you don't, Chedoto, but to project your feelings and your opinions on everybody is a very scary thing, right? It's when you say wasting time, you're assuming that it's a waste and you're invalidating everybody else's opinions and feelings, right? It's totally fair to say I personally think they should value other updates more than Iron Man. Totally valid opinion, but the way you're presenting it is extremist. The way you're presenting it is extremist and crass, right? The opinion you have is valid. I'd appreciate a little more thought in the way you present it. It's totally fair to be like, you know what? I don't think enough. I think the players who play in Iron Man are a minority. I don't think it's worth to spend dev time on them. I think there's a totally valid argument there. I would counter by saying I think it's actually more people than you would realize. I also think more people would create Iron Man if it was an official game mode. I also think an Iron Man game mode would bring people into the game the same way that what's it called? The same way that Iron Man did for old school RuneScape, right? It was just it was an interesting discussion there, right? Just about Iron Man, Spider-Man's so much cooler. Okay, now we're into the good discussion. Yeah, I could be wrong. I can't imagine the Iron Man game mode dev time is that much. I super agree with that. I could be wrong. Yeah. Oh, I have used Aerodactyl on a gym run team before. Yeah. I don't like the way Sinnoh Grass is the way it's gonna be. I don't know. That's a great question. I'm aware of the game. I'm aware of the WoW Hardcore. I don't know how it works with the add-on. I don't know what the add-on does. I think Pokemon Mobile honestly runs in like super smooth and is like really nice, honestly. Yeah, I like the idea of RP as well, Dave. The problem is how do you do it, I guess. Man, let's put shinies and current cash tag. That requires leaderboard development, which is tough. I'm not sure. That mess up the GTL market. More people playing Ironmans. No, not really. This is actually been asked about a lot before. It's the same thing with old school RuneScape, right? When someone it does shrink the market, but it doesn't like mess it up, right? When a player goes from playing a main account, let's say you have 10 players playing let's say 1,000. It's a bigger size. Let's say you have 1,000 players that play PokeMMO. Okay, what the fuck is happening? Oh shit. Let's say you have 1,000 players that play PokeMMO. Let's say 990 of those players play a main account and 10 play an Iron Man, right? When those 10 players switch from a main account to an Iron Man account, you're losing 10 suppliers and 10 demanders. You're losing both from the market, right? You're not just losing 10 suppliers or whatever, right? Or just 10 demanders. You're losing both. So when that happens, it's just an equal exchange. There's less volume happening, but it's mostly an equal. Does that make sense? It's still an equal trade for the most part. Fail run. There's one Drift Bloom left with 10 HP. I don't know if people like. I don't know if people just want to see others fail. I don't get it, man. I feel like every day I stream, it's like I don't understand. I'll like stub my toe and people, did you just break your foot? Oh, maybe you should end stream. Like, what? What are we doing? What is happening? I don't know. I don't get it. It's really confusing to me. Back to the official. I don't. We cannot turn off false hardcore. Then die will log on with the character. Gotcha. I don't know. I see what you're saying. You're asking if it's a possibility for an add-on to confirm Iron Man before it ever is like added as an official game mode. I'm not sure. It's an interesting question. No news yet. Okay, that's fair. Based. It's like when I like it's I don't understand. I've never understood. Oh no. Okay. I did get news. My wife did not get the promotion, sadly, and that's okay. She was. I know it was like kind of like a. I don't want to say small chance, but like it was like a equal chance. Sorry, let me respond to my wife really quick. She didn't get it. That's okay. She's so sweet. At least, I mean, the big thing is she applied to a position. She did a really fucking good job in her interview, etc., etc. I think I could be wrong, but I think if you apply to a position at your company and you just don't get it, you still leave a positive impact like on the higher ups, and I think it'll still pay positive dividends down the road. Get it next time, yeah. I think it's positive dividends down the road. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, yeah, exactly, Rex. There, yeah, that's been my whole take throughout the whole time. Like, even if you don't get it, the fact that you went through all the work, it's so much work, dude. Right, I've done plenty of resumes and stuff. Writing a fucking cover letter and oh my god, dude, there's so much. It's so much work to revamp your resume. Kindra is like one of the biggest stopping points in Jimmy runs. Yes, this gym is a pretty tough one. Let's see if I can actually kill this Dragonite. Yeah, I kind of expected partially not to. That's okay. There's a few things like this. We probably should have done over under like 240k, but it's too late. We do some easy. We like to give people free points, free Twitch points around here. That's honestly what it is. True and real. Actually true and real. So I eruption here and declaw this. Wait, this is so fucking real. What the fuck? Usopp, this is a perfect analogy. Job applications are like catch events. It takes a lot to win once, but when you do, it's big. That's so real, actually. What the fuck? That's actually one of the best analogies from PokeMMO to real life that I've seen. What a support, dude, yeah. Yes, Kingdra is one of the biggest stopgaps for Jimmy runs, dude. It's so tough. Such a tanky Pokemon. It's hard to hit, hard to do damage to. Okay, Captain, dude, I'm obviously not a One Piece fan. We all know that, right? Usopp might have been my favorite character. I'm not, even he was so annoying though. Obviously it's this whole thing, but like, I'm not sure. The problem is nobody was my favorite character in One Piece. Like, I didn't fucking care about any of them, dude. Holy shit. Sorry to, okay. But Usopp was like, close. Hi, sweetie. How you doing? Yeah, Usopp was my least favorite. Yeah. I should actually just. The Kanto gyms are hard. I think I still just do them. Whatever, man. I saw like a few episodes of the live action One Piece, and I liked it a lot. It was really. I honestly really liked it, but yeah. The funny characters the most. Applying, yeah, that's so fair. I think once again, we were saying in chatting, people, I think you'll have positive dividends down the line, and we'll be looking to upgrade you in the future. One Piece question mark? No, oh, actually, I didn't say One Piece. I said what did I say, chat? I said honey. Hi, honey, in chat. How you doing today? Sorry you didn't get that promotion. How many nuggets today? That's like not even. Oh, I didn't say One Piece. I said nuggets today. That's like not even close. That's amazing. It's so dumb. Oh, I didn't say One Piece. I said Dino Nuggies. One Piece marathon today? I'd rather run an actual marathon. But like, actually, I'd rather run an actual marathon than watch One Piece marathon. I'm sorry. Eboja, Promoja. Fuck. Shut up, Tom. God damn it, Joff. We need a James Knight soon. Promoja soon. Fuck, your new. Okay, it's so dumb. Promoja. I think Flashfire is Mag Mortar. It might be. I don't think so. No, it didn't flash. Might be good. It's best to avoid them. I'd rather have the One Piece addiction than not. Like, I like getting sucked into like big worlds, and like our friends are watching Survivor, and I've never really watched Survivor. But there's like fucking, isn't it like season 50 coming up? Like my brain's like, oh shit, I would love to get into Survivor, watch 50 seasons. Like that's fucking cool, man. Like I love falling into lore and like getting into deep. I mean, look at PokeMMO, look at Magic the Gathering, like all the hobbies I get into are pretty deep, like they're like lives, you know, like their whole their life, what's it called? What's the word? What am I thinking of? Shut up. I'll start strolling after stream, okay? Wait, I can't walk while well, let's see. Streamer, have you thought about getting a walking pad and a standing desk to put under? Yes, I have thought about it, okay? Yes. I know, smiley face. Before someone says it, okay? Dude, how crazy is that to already see 134k? I should have played Swag Like a Boja instead of interviewing, honestly, by mistake. Okay, based. You should have been playing. Imagine like Swag Like a Boja is playing on your phone in the middle of the interview, and you would have gotten it. No, I'm sorry. That's fucked up. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. One Piece of the GOAT. I'm glad that it's the GOAT for some. That makes me happy. You know, I'm glad people enjoy it. I wish I enjoyed it. Was evolving. That's cool, Shuckle. I respect that. Dude, that's so... I feel so guilty, Ramel, whenever I, like, walk around my house without my phone. Just, like, dumb little steps. I can't imagine, let alone, like, actually going somewhere to, like, the beach or the pool where you don't want to take your phone. Yeah. That's so real. Okay. I'm definitely not going to. If you guys want free channel points, go ahead and make your bets on the under 250k. I think this might be the freest channel points of all time, but who cares? I could beat any animal. Rage betting hobby goes hard. One of my favorite hobbies, Tino. Honestly, a great one to point out. Game of Thrones take balance with One Piece take. Fuck, that is, how many people like One Piece and Game of Thrones? Probably not many. I don't know why I feel like those kind of butt heads. Am I wrong? Now I need to like pull the upset to fuck all the doubters. I kind of want to go to like Morimoto or some shit, like risk it on something to try to come back. Books, not the show. Yeah, most likely Storm Shadow. It's a good question. Gambo's fucked. I believe. Okay. Shut up, Rumel. You need to. You're so dumb. You're so. Let it go. Shake my head. Is Moist Critical a One Piece hater? I actually had no idea. Is that true? Or does he like it now? What's the meme there? Honestly, he just got +1 point in my head. Backs away slowly. That's honestly a base take. Now he loves it. Okay, fuck. -1. God damn it. Now he likes it. Fuck me, man. I wish I let. Maybe I'll come around. I don't know. I watched so many episodes, dude. I watched like 280 episodes of One Piece and never liked it. Like, I should say I didn't like. I liked some parts. Like when Arlong Park was like, oh, that's like kind of nice. But the problem is like the best arcs in the whole show were like, oh, okay, that was equivalent to like the worst arc in Naruto. Maybe not the worst, but like because the Rock Lee clone fight is pretty bad. But like the best arcs in One Piece are equivalent to like the first arc in Naruto. Like the best arcs, not even though, like they're not even as good as the first. Like that's what's fucked up. The best arc in One Piece isn't even as good as like the Haku fight in Naruto. Like they're all like, I don't know, man. It was from what I saw. Okay, I watched 280 episodes. L take. I'll respect the L take. I don't think One Piece sucks. I really respect it, and I respect what it's done for the genre, and I respect what it's done for anime, and I respect what it means to people, and I respect One Piece heavily. Okay, I'm not trying to like say One Piece is just bad. I wish I liked it. I just don't like it. I've watched both, and I think One Piece is miles ahead of Naruto. I've watched both, and I think Naruto's light years ahead of One Piece. What do we do now? That's a good like I've watched 280. That's pretty much watched both. Like that's pretty much watched both. DBZ #1. Okay, boomer. No, DBZ is like I just never got into it. DBZ seems like cool and fine. I have like not like. I watched the first 25 episodes of DBZ and I read all the Dragon Ball manga way back in the day. I watched the first 35 episodes of Boruto and I couldn't continue. It was pretty bad. I've heard it gets better. We should start kissing and see which is better. That's what you gotta do with anime, man. That's a good take. I haven't seen Solo Leveling. I don't know if Solo Leveling will be amazing or it will be terrible and it's overhyped. I have no idea. It could be either. What about DBZ? DBZ I have no beef with. DBZ seems fine. American audience. I have a lot of respect for DBZ. I literally like not even under the pressure of like the. I have no beef with DBZ. I feel like I would like DBZ. I just never really watched it. Never really got into it. I can confidently say the 25 episodes I watched of DBZ were like 100 times better than the 280 episodes of One Piece. I'm sorry if that makes you. That's just my opinion, you know. What's the good griefs like? That's just my opinion. You can try to cancel me. It's just my opinion. Nerd emoji. Yeah. How wrong he was, dude. There's no. Okay. I watched 280 episodes, chat. If I watched like 10 or 20 and was like, okay, maybe One Piece is not for me, then maybe you could be like, oh, you know, give it more of a try. I watched 280 episodes. There is no more giving it a try. There is no more. Like, and this is my biggest problem with One Piece fans. I have more problems with One Piece fans than the show. Because not all of them, obviously. But it's the One Piece we know, man. Okay, that's because I talk about all the time. There's a lot. Most One Piece fans. I always say I begrudgingly watched 280 episodes of One Piece because One Piece fans always told me keep watching, it gets better, and I naively believed them. Okay, I don't have a cut for this. Fuck. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna trust you. Okay, and then I was like, you know what? Even if I trust you and you're wrong, I don't have cut for either of these. Oh fuck. Even if I can put it on this. Boom. Even if you're wrong, surely at least after watching 280 episodes, One Piece fans will never say, just keep watching, it gets better. They'll be like, that's enough. I was fucking wrong. I didn't know One Piece fans could be this fucking delusional, but they actually are, dude. The amount of One Piece fans I have told, oh, I watched 280 episodes and I didn't like it. I'm not joking. Just get to the time skip, get to episode 475, and then you'll start to enjoy it. You are fucking insane. You need to be locked up. You are a danger to society. You genuinely are not in the same realm. You're not in the same world. You don't have basic empathy. You're actually a problem. I genuinely consider you a menace to society. It's an insane position to believe that you need to watch 500. Like, it's insane. Nobody would ever do that over any other opinion, over any other take, over any other like, you've never heard anybody else do that. It's fucking insane. It's fucking crazy, dude. It's so insane. Calm down? No, I'm passionately ranting about One Piece fans. Why would you say calm down? Hell no, bro. That's what it's all about. That's what life's about, man. Maybe you should hype up. I don't understand the fucking, it's crazy, dude. Get madder? Okay, based. I don't understand. Streamer crashes out for entertainment and to passionately share an opinion over a dumb little piece of media. Oh my god, calm down. What the fuck? What are you talking about? This is what being a human's. We're supposed to get mad over dumb stuff like media. If you're getting this mad over politics, you probably need to take a step back and reflect on things. We're supposed to get our energy out discussing food, discussing fucking anime. Like, this is what it's for, man. This is what this shit's. Get your feelings out. You're a human. It's okay to feel. Don't be so afraid of feeling. Thanks for subbing, Ness. I appreciate it. Chirurumel. It's okay to feel. This is what we're supposed to feel stuff about. It's about media and like fully opinionated stuff, you know? Yeah, I wish. Yeah, I wish I liked One Piece. If someone was like, I love One Piece, Patrouski, but I understand why you don't, I would be like, oh my god, you're the first One Piece fan to ever say that. Like, my problem is that most One Piece fans literally like can't fathom that someone else doesn't like it. Like, and that's really scary to me. That's like genuinely sad. Like, you lack a really fundamental level of empathy to like function as a human, right? I don't understand, but respecting it is kind of, you know, I always say, if someone told me I love Naruto, if someone told me they don't like Naruto after watching the first 16 episodes, I'd be like, you should just drop it. Don't worry about it. You know, it's not your cup of tea. It's not your show. Super fair. Look at fucking PokeMMO, bro. I have 10,000 hours in PokeMMO, right? It's a great question, Steps. I can explain it in a sec. I love PokeMMO. If someone played Pokemon for 1 hour and said, you know what, this game's not really for me, I want to come home from work and relax, not like play, I'd be like, I get it. I can understand that. That's totally fair. But I feel like people, there's a certain percentage of people in our generation who genuinely cannot fathom how someone can't, and it's a really big problem. Like, you are not, I don't consider you an adult. Like, it sounds really mean, but like, you're lacking a really basic level of empathy. Like, a really basic fundamental part of what makes us human is understanding different opinions. Okay. Okay, it's flashing the 233. Shut up. The reason I don't like One Piece, I'll give a really good because it's a good, I should be able to clarify, right? My issue with One Piece is that the whole arc of Luffy is he's this like happy-go-lucky character. He doesn't really care. He's kind of like go with the wind, go with the flow. Very like non-serious character until his friends are in danger, or until his very clear goal of finding the One Piece is in danger, right? So he's a very like happy-go-lucky, like doesn't give a fuck character, like comedic relief character essentially, until the serious moments come in. So the whole point of One Piece, in my opinion, the whole arc is Luffy being this like, yes, until he has to lock in. Yes, you nailed it. This is like, yeah, it sounds like this is like most shonens. This happens. Same thing with Naruto. Same thing with Goku. It's all the same shit, right? The problem is, in my opinion, Luffy's lock-in moments were never a good payoff. Like, his lock-in moments were never that impactful. The best one is when he has to get what's her name? Not Nami, the other girl. One Piece girl. When he has to get her to admit that she needs help, that's the best one. That's the best payoff. when she like breaks down crying and she's like, yes, yeah, Nico Robin. That is the best part, right? That is the best. That's the only good. That is the best meme, right? But Luffy's payoffs in One Piece, when Naruto like locks in, he fucking like leaks out the nine-tailed fox. He like almost kills your mom. Like he like destroys a village. Like he goes fucking sicko mode, right? When Luffy locks in, it turns into a rubber ball and goes gum gum punch, and it's so fucking stupid. It's just not serious. Luffy's never serious enough. He never locks in enough to actually make the payoff worth it. He's still too goofy, and I'm sure with the longer episodes and the build up, eventually I bet he does start to lock in more and more and more, and I bet the payoff does become more and more worth it. The problem is, if there hasn't been a good payoff at 280 episodes, it's never gonna work for me, right? It's not worth it. Naruto doesn't go God mode, Karma does. Okay, if you watch Shippuden, you'd understand so much of the fucking meme is him controlling that, and fuck it, like the whole point is like he has to control that, and like it's like the Hulk kind of, right? Where like the Hulk, if the Hulk just crashes out, it's one thing, but when the Hulk is able to control the fucking inner beast, that's when it's peak, right? That's when he's at his most powerful. Was out of control. That's fair for a lot of Naruto, but the whole beauty is eventually maybe Luffy needs to lose control. Maybe that's Luffy should go sicko mode and should fucking lose control. But I could understand if someone preferred I could understand if someone, you know, it's not impressive because Naruto's losing control versus Luffy. I could respect that, actually. If someone told me I prefer One Piece because Luffy actually maintains control while locking in, whereas Naruto just loses control, I think that's a really good argument. I think it's totally fine. I can understand why someone could like One Piece more than Naruto. One Piece fans literally cannot understand why people like they don't get it, which is really scary to me. That's the problem. The difference between you and I is I can understand why someone could like One Piece over Naruto. I get it, you know? Lock in good. No, if you watch 16 episodes of Naruto, you see him fucking lock in. Like, you only have to watch the Haku arc. That's it. It's 16 episodes. Not even that one episode. If you just watch the fucking... Naruto is amazing because the first episode explains the entire fucking anime in 20 minutes. You only need to watch the first episode of Naruto to understand what the whole show is about. Oh, it's someone tricking Naruto, him being naive. He really wants people to like him. Oh shit, he actually worked kind of hard and actually learned the things from the scrolls. What the fuck? And then, oh shit, Aruka comes up. Oh my god, you're telling me that someone's actually standing up for Naruto? Even though he's a little twerp, like Naruto cries, oh my god, Aruka, I love you. He pops off, goes, like, you only need to watch 20 minutes. That's it. It's 20 minutes. It's 20 minutes. That's it, dude. That's it. One Piece is 2,000 episodes to ever see the same. Yeah, there you go. The Great Pirate Era. He's just doing One Piece copy pastas. I'm not saying One Piece is objectively bad. I'm just saying I don't like it. Spoiling the first episode. Okay, if me going, Aruka, I love you, is enough to like spoil, like, you know, fair enough. Usopp, you just nailed it in one sentence. Luffy's crash outs are not big enough for me. That's literally correct. That's it. You're actually so right. You're so right. I'm not trying to say, once again, I'm not shitting on One Piece. I'm not saying One Piece is bad. I think One Piece is the most impactful, oh, fuck me, like anime to anime. It fucking brought it into the mainstream in a lot of ways, you know? You just like crash outs? I do like crash outs. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I do. I love crash outs. I'm not gonna lie. No, I think, don't say One Piece is trash. It's trash. It's lazy. It's not a good critique. I think One Piece is not trash. I think One Piece is just not for me. I respect One Piece a lot, but the problem is a lot of times, even though I do all this preamble of, oh, I really respect One Piece, I love what it's done for the blah, blah, blah. If I say, oh, I don't think Luffy's crash outs are strong enough, One Piece fans go, what are you even, that's fucking insane. What are you talking about? And I'm like, bro, I just don't think the crash outs are big enough. That's it. Like, but One Piece fans fucking can't handle it, bro. I don't know what to do. It's fucking, they crash out. One Piece fans crash out harder than Luffy, bro. I don't know what the fuck to do, man. It's fucking, it's a good meme, dude. It's subjective. It is subjective. Yeah. if a One Piece fan was like, you know what, I can understand that, but personally, it's hard to, like, when Luffy's crash outs are like super good for me, so it's hard to, you know, empathize, but I could understand, I could see how it's a logical position, you know? That's it, boys. That's it. That's all it is. At the end of the day, that's all it is. Oh, God, it's so fun doing the... I fucking love it. Where's the chorus? We can show it after this, actually. Good question. Yeah, One Piece fans crash out harder than Luffy, bro. Maybe not at episode 700 when he becomes mechanical gum, but you know what I'm saying. In my opinion, One Piece is about the Luffy and his locking. That's so fair. I think it's more about the crew mates. If you compare Zoro locking moments to Naruto's, are comparable. I don't know. It's closer. I do agree with you that like Zoro's locking moments are probably better than Luffy's, but even then they're so short-lived. One of the moments that stands out to me in One Piece was when Zoro, it's like really early on, or like in the first 100 200 episodes, really early on, when Zoro stands down against that other swordsman, and he like, this is really vague. This is not a spoiler. This is so vague. Zoro the swordman stands against another swordman kind of in the ocean, and he like hard loses in like a flash, right? Like that was a really cool fight in my opinion, even though like it was so quick, because it showed like, oh fuck, like Zoro's not, you know, it was really good. Your reset button, a cathartic crash out, dude. Hell fucking yeah, that's so good. Subjectivity isn't real, whatever I think is the truth. Like it's a good, I unironically sometimes think a small, like maybe like 1% of one, maybe 10%, maybe 100%. No, I'm just kidding. Like a small subject of One Piece fans, I kind of fear genuinely believe that. Like I don't think they understand that they're just one guy on the planet. There's 8 billion more guys just like you know? What the fuck am I doing? I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here, chat. Let's switch. Yeah, that's a cool moment, even though it's like done within a flash. And fucking yeah. Early on in the first, yeah. Only would you would only ever say that phrase when it comes to One Piece as well. The like, oh yeah, early on in the show, aka in the first 200 episodes. Like, we would never give that leeway to any other piece of could you imagine, chat, let's do the math. How many episodes of One Piece are there? There's over 1,000. There's like, is it 1,200 now? I'm gonna do 1,000 just to lowball it, right? Could you imagine like 20 minutes an episode? Could you imagine? Wait, it's not 20,000 minutes. What's the hours on that? Is it? Holy shit. 330 hours. Could you imagine if I was like, oh yeah, like PokeMMO only becomes fun at 330 hours? If I said that, you should fucking spit in my face. Like, that's insane. It's so crazy. Can't think of any anime longer than 200 videos which is any good. I can think of a ton, bro. DBZ I respect. I think One Piece is good for other people, just not me. Obviously I love Naruto selfishly. Not an anime, but Desperate Housewives. Bro, I can name TV shows. Desperate Housewives is a fucking, yo, if you are married or have a partner, honestly of any fucking variety, Desperate Housewives is a banger, okay? You wouldn't start watching it as a guy because it's not marketed towards us. Fucking, it's honestly a banger. It's drama and gossip, but it's actually good. I know this is a hot take, but I'm a stand for Desperate Housewives. I'll say it, dude. It's a good show. I watched the first season of Vinland Saga when it came out. That was what I fucking love it. It's amazing. I have not seen season 2. I haven't watched anime in a while, man. Desperate Housewives is basically an anime. It kind of is close, man. Going to Norman? Hell yeah, bro. Watch Severance? Yes, of course. Severance season 2. Severance, I think Severance is the best TV show to ever exist. Severance season 2 is one of the few shows that I would actually watch episode by episode as it released. Is MILF Manor worth watching? Abso-fucking-lutely. What a good question. Maybe not season 2 as much, if I recall correct. Dude, MILF Manor is a fucking banger, bro. Anybody who tells you otherwise is a hater and hasn't watched it. Now, there is one moment in MILF Manor that genuinely crosses the boundary. It's like just sad and not funny. But it's a banger show, okay? I haven't watched Dexter. I watched like one episode of Dexter New Blood. Dexter, one of the spin-offs. Because my wife watched it growing up. Dexter seems really good, but Dexter is simultaneously the cheesiest and funniest show imaginable, while also actually being good somehow. New blood is what it is. The fact that it's really funny. The fact that there's the way he talk, like the fact that he calls it, because he calls it his like inner demon, or what does he call it? He like literally is like, yeah, my name's Dexter. Like sometimes my inner shadow comes out and it makes me do. Dude, it's even funnier. Like that's really funny. Like sometimes the dark passenger takes over. Like that's really fucking funny. But is it a good? It's still really good. From the one or two episodes I saw of Dexter New Blood, it's actually a good show. But holy fuck, it's so funny. It's not even over yet, Tally. Come on. I never watched X-Files, but I had a friend who loved it growing up. Never watched Supernatural. I have a friend who loves it. I'm sure Dexter is good. MILF Manor is definitely the type of show you watch in a friend. Like I watch it with like my wife and our friends. You don't watching MILF Manor alone on your second monitor while playing Pokemon is a little crazy, but I'm sure Dexter's like actually really good. What's up, G20? It's like so funny, but yeah, him calling it it's really funny. But I'm sure it's actually like I really enjoyed the like 2 episodes I watched. Fuck is MILF Manor the best show on television? Okay, I don't like trash TV for the most part. MILF Manor is the best trash TV. Okay, because it leans into it. It knows what it's about. MILF Manor is fucking great, dude. It's so funny. It's so dumb. Also, like, MILF Manor might be actually the least risque trash TV on TV. Like, they actually have the least amount of sex and, like, least amount of physical contact in that show compared to any other memer. It'd be NSFW. I mean, at most reality, what Too Hot to Handle. If you don't have a wife or a girlfriend, you might not know these shows, which is so fair. I would have never known these 6 years ago. MILF Manor, Too Hot to Handle. What are the other ones? I can't watch Too Hot to Handle. That shit makes me sad. I can't do that. Shit's just sad to me. What's the really popular one right now? Everybody's different. It is trash, but it's the same way. I'm not trying to. Okay, trash TV is trash. And my wife, I used to be like, oh, I would never watch that trash, and then turn on like YouTube. Like, not that YouTube is like, it depends what you watch, but like, my wife definitely helped me see the value in trash TV, where like everybody engages in something trash, right? If someone was watching like 4 hours of trash TV a day, I'd be like, okay, that's a little scary. I'm a little worried about you. The same way if someone was watching like 4 hours of like drama YouTube a day, or like 4 hours of like Instagram Reels or TikTok, like that's a lot. 1 hour a day is probably the max. I think if you watch like 1 hour a day of trash TV, or like 5 to 7 hours a week, maybe you like get together with friends and you all like you binge like 4 episodes of like, what's the Mormon Housewives. The Mormon Housewives stuff is really hard for me to watch. I can't watch that shit sober. I'm not gonna lie, but my wife and her friends love it. There is some stuff that's still hard for me to understand, but I try to understand it, you know? That sort of thing. Everybody engages in something trash. Yeah, mine is your mom. Okay, I deserve that. Whatever. MILF Manor is more interesting than One Piece. Hey, I agree. Dig it, Chad. Literally, there are unironically better emotional payoffs in better crash outs, in better arcs in MILF Manor than in One Piece. I don't, I'm just here to share the truth, not make it up, okay? Have wives. Everybody goes at their own fucking pace. Don't worry, but that is like the number one thing. I would have if you asked me how old will I be when I'm married, I would have been like, I don't know, man, 34. I don't see I have no interest in getting married anytime soon. When I was 22, 21, right? And then you just run into the right person. Like it's really just like, you just wait until you run into the right person. That's it. That's all it is. It just happens, man. You don't really control when you get married. So some people will get married at fucking 19 and it works out, or well, a lot of them don't, but like, some people it's true love and it works out. Some people don't get married until 40 or 50, and then that's their true love. I don't know, man. Really boring but it's true. It really does. Just yeah. Arlem Park is worse than MILF. Is worse than you mean is it Arlong Park? Arlem Park? What the fuck is Arlem? Arlong Park? Our lawn park is the best One Piece arc that I saw. How do I know what it's called, but not... Okay, anyways. So our lawn park is worse than the best... wait, I'm sorry. Our lawn park isn't even the best arc, actually. What's the arc where Nico Robin... One Piece Nico Robin arc. The Arlon Park arc is good. Is it Eni's Lobby? What the fuck? Why is that? What's that name? Maybe it is Arlon Park that's better, actually. Maybe it is Rob or Nami that I'm thinking of that cries out. Alabasta. Alabasta might be better. If a show doesn't have crash outs, I'm not watching it. I feel like every show has crash out. I think that's the... I love that crash out is a thing. Crash out is a great... What's it called? A great slang. It's so good, dude. Thank you so much, Jared. I can't believe it, man. What in the middle age are you talking about? Wait, what did I say? Lock in. Chat locked in. All right, fellas. And with that done, that is our first ever Jimmy run out of the way. I made a lot of mistakes. We had to fix a lot of things, and that's okay. That's what it's all about. We still made